All right, I think we are live. Welcome to this live stream. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your summer. And my name's Jeff Gilpin. For those of you who I've never met, I'm the Awana missionary for Nevada, Utah, a little bit of California, a little bit of Arizona, and a little bit of Wyoming. And so, what is this Awana Connect all about? Awana Connect is Awana's newest training event, and it's really designed to help you sort of gear up for the new club year, provide some tips and ideas on how to get started, what are the things you need to know from Awana, just really what do we need to do to get started. So with this online version of Awana Connect, over the next several weeks, I'm going to be sharing some very short, bite-sized ideas and tips on various topics. Some of the topics include recruiting ideas, how to have a great training your volunteers, having an Awana Sunday kickoff meeting, some of the new things coming out from Awana, including their digital product guide, creating a good calendar, some theme night ideas, dates for some of the upcoming Awana training, a virtual Awana ministry conference, etc. So today, what I'm going to be talking about is what you need to be doing now in July, or thinking about doing to help you get started or get ready for a smooth start to your Awana ministry. So the key takeaway today is for this Awana Connect is that summer starts slow, but it finishes fast. And so what I mean by that is that here we are, July 7th, and but many of you are going to start club, middle of August. So there's only 5 or 6 weeks, 7 weeks, maybe. Some of you are going to start after Labor Day, but there's not a whole lot of time. We think there's a lot of time, but things creep up fast. And so, when I, as an Awana ministry director, when I was doing this, this is the time of year my anxiety level started to grow a little bit, and just all the things I needed to do. So I'm just going to kind of give you some ideas on what you need to be doing now to start getting things ready. So first thing is, I would say gather your team, and specifically, if you're an Awana ministry director, gather who are you going to be your club directors, and hopefully you've kind of thought that through. But I think that's important to know. And if I would share with new clubs, especially if you have your club directors, you're kind of halfway there, because then you're not going to be the only one pulling the wagon. So first thing I would say, gather your team. If you're a club director, who are going to be your leaders? And maybe even call those people, invite those people for lunch, have them over to your house. If you're, have the club directors over to your house. So start to gather your team of who is going to be leading the ministry. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I would start to build your club calendar. Don't wait till the very end for that. And this is really for the AMDs and the club directors. So start to build your club calendar. I'm going to do another training about some ideas on building a club calendar to help with your possible volunteer burnouts. Just some ideas on that. So stay tuned for that. But I would start to build your club calendar, and I just start to pick away at that. So it's not so overwhelming as you get closer to the year, or closer to the beginning of the year. Next thing you want to think about doing is start to recruit volunteers. And again, I'm going to do training about that a little bit later on this month. But start to begin to think about who are you going to be your volunteers. And so if you've got club directors and volunteers and your club calendars put together, you're kind of on your way. Number 4 is schedule an Awana Sunday in early August. Now, what an Awana Sunday is where you might ask your pastor, hey, can you give me 5 or 6 minutes, make an announcement to parents, to volunteers, kind of what is Awana. You really want the church to view Awana as a ministry of the church, and not just they're hosting a Boy Scout club. So an Awana Sunday, you're going to make some announce the start of the year. You're going to start recruiting a little bit. It's just a good time to do a good kickoff, and you only need 5 or 6 minutes for that. And then the last thing is to schedule a volunteer training day or days, or a volunteer training process. And what I mean by process is Awana's just developed some new online training, and I saw it yesterday. It's really good. And so start to think about that. How are you going to train your volunteers, especially the new ones? Get together with your club directors. How are they going to train, et cetera, et cetera. So, so if you gather your team, you build your club calendar, you begin to start to think about recruiting your volunteers. You want to schedule an Awana Sunday, 2 or 3 weeks before the start of your club year, and then schedule a volunteer training day. Start to think about that process. And those are some of the things you want to do now. Don't wait. Summer starts slow, but it finishes fast. So start to do those things, and you'll be sort of set to start to have a smooth start to your year. So I hope that was helpful. Just to let you know, if you're watching this on our Facebook group, you're already there. But if you want to share this URL and have some of your leaders join the group, great. So you can see that you can get this training on our Facebook group. We also have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Awana Mountain West. Or if you're not a Facebook person, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/JeffGilpin1, or send that out to your leaders, and they can get this information as well. So hopefully that was helpful, and begin to start to put things together for this next year, especially, if you took last year off due to COVID. I think it's more important than ever to get an early start on some of this stuff. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you have any questions, give me a call or send me an email, and we'll see you down the road. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.